No, that democratization. I think if you look in this world, which is sort of irrational, when the violence is the common denominator in what's going on in France, what's going on in the United States, and in Biafra, or what do you pronounce it, Biafra or Biafra, you know,
Yes.
or Africa, or Peking. This is only blood and violence. And now in this world, here in little Czechoslovakia, a little crowd of men decided to achieve a revolution without a single drop of blood. And I mean, trying to remove some real criminals. This is irrational, isn't it? And it seems up to now that it works. So I keep my fingers crossed. And I hope it will last.
– 21. srpen 1968.
Okolo strážnice vojenka sa točí. Okolo strážnice vojenka sa točí. Chodí že do ní skočí, chodí ta mamila, že do ní skočí.
Welcome to Sky Demon. These videos are designed both as an introduction to Sky Demon and to help even advanced users discover tips and tricks for getting the most out of their subscriptions. The first time you start Sky Demon, after logging in and choosing which charts you want to install, you will be left with a screen similar to this one. I'll pause here to show you the main different parts of the screen. Obviously, this area in the middle is the map. At the bottom of the screen, we have the virtual radar. This is an important source of information when you're planning and flying. At the side, we have the pull-out briefing tabs. Finally, at the top of the screen, we have the planning toolbar. The rest of this video will concentrate on the map. To move the map around, touch it and quickly move your finger somewhere else. When you let go, it'll stay where you left it. The Sky Demon map is a vector chart, which means it adapts itself on the fly to look good at many different zoom levels. To zoom in and out, use the zoom toolbar down in the bottom left. This makes it easy to zoom through several predefined scales. You can zoom right in until you're looking at individual runways, or right out to take in an entire country at once. Press and hold for a second on either of the zoom buttons to return to a standard 500k scale. You can also use two fingers to pinch the map to zoom it. This is a faster but slightly less precise way of getting to the scale that you want. The Sky Demon map extends through all of Europe, and when you're exploring it, you may find yourself looking at an unfamiliar part of the world a long way from home. We created the Home button at the top left of the screen to quickly take you back to wherever it is you call home. The first time you press it, you'll be prompted to tell Sky Demon which is your home airfield. Just start typing its name or identifier Then when you see it, touch it. Next time you press home, SkyDemon will remember your home airfield and take you straight there. Our vector charts are different to printed charts. Because they don't need to show you every piece of information all at once, they're a lot simpler. That doesn't mean they have less information though. To reveal more information about any place on the map, simply touch and hold your finger for a second. This will bring up the What's Here menu, which does exactly what it says. There's a list of everything that was underneath your finger, and you can touch each thing to read more about it. For example, because I touched in the vicinity of Bournemouth Airport, I can see the airport itself, some navigation beacons, and some pieces of airspace. Touching each one reveals more information. When I look at the information for the airspace, it's highlighted on the map in the background, and I can see the frequency I need to get a clearance, among other things. To move the map so you're looking at a specific waypoint, use the Find tool at the top left of the screen. You'll need to type the name or the identifier of the waypoint. If you're typing the name of an airfield or a town, you don't need to type all of it. If you type some of it, you'll get a list of all matches and you can touch the one you want. The map will then move so that you're looking at the waypoint you chose. You can also use the Find tool to look up a piece of airspace, where that airspace has an identifier. For example, to find a specific danger area, I can type in its identifier, and there it is. The SkyDemon map is highly customizable. You may have noticed that by default, roads and railways do not appear, because they add a lot of clutter. To customize the map, touch the Map Layers button at the bottom right. Under the Cartography heading, there are some sections. Touch a section to reveal the options underneath. We'll select Surface Features, turn on Roads, and turn on Railways. Touch outside the pop-up to return to the main map, and you can see that roads and railways are now visible. You can also change the visibility of most aeronautical data. For example, we might decide that we'd like to see airways reporting points. Again, open the Map Layers screen, select Waypoints, then use the switch to turn them on. Finally, our map is dynamic. When planning, it hides pieces of airspace above a certain altitude unless you've actually planned a flight that high. By default, SkyDemon will hide all airspace above 4,000 feet. To change this, open the Map Layers screen and look for the When Planning heading. If I increase this a little, you can see more airspace start to appear on the map. I'll leave it at 4,000 feet because that gives me the clearest map for my usual flying. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you found it useful, and if you haven't already, I would encourage you to explore the SkyDemon chart using the techniques you've learned in this video.